Today we're talking about social media, the impact that it has on us as individuals and as a society. Roll the intro. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the M4 Podcast. I am your co-host, Mo.
I'm Mazin.
I'm Mob.
I'm Mark.
Hello,
Special
Mark.
guest
Who are
Mark.
you?
I am doing well.
I said, who are you, not how are you.
Oh, well, I'm doing good.
Again?
This is my first. Oh wait, I am good. I am everything that is
who
good.
are you, my friend?
All right, I'm a good person. I am a friend of the family. I hope.
Welcome, friend of the
Very
family.
dear friend of ours,
Yes.
Mark.
Yeah, you know who I am. So
I know who you are.
Tell me who I am.
I want to make sure our audience know who you are.
Yes.
Welcome back, audience. And behind the camera tonight, as always, Ruben, say hello. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're notified every time we have a new episode. And like the intro said, tonight's episode is all about social media and the impact that it has on us as individuals and as a society. And I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm rocking pink today.
Yes.
I don't see anybody wearing pink. Anybody know why?
I assume the Barbie movie.
There you go.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I missed the memo. I would have worn. It should have been Wednesday. We would have worn pink.
There were a couple options I was gonna say, but yeah, I thought Barbie movie, but I wanted to give other people a chance to say.
You have seen it.
No, I haven't seen
Oh,
it,
okay.
but I'm very aware of the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
I think it's been the quality of the movie. I think they're pushing it on more than what it should be. I feel like it's I don't know. It's being talked about too much.
Mm.
Yeah.
People are going kind of crazy over this movie.
Yeah.
Like I knew there was a fan base for it, but seeing it live and seeing the amount of people that are going crazy over this, dressing up as Barbies and Kens, is just insane to me.
I read a title, not a title, like a headline earlier that said the movie made history for I think the highest selling movie, but by a female director.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't
Nice.
realize it
Well,
was
there we go.
directed by a female.
Yeah.
No, but to me,
Right.
it's crazy how impactful the campaign has been. Just the color hot pink. So on Friday, the movie premiered, and I was downtown, and everybody not everybody, but like most of the population downtown were dressed in pink.
Wow.
Like it was impossible to find somebody that was not wearing pink.
Yeah.
At work, more than half of my team was dressed in pink, and I didn't get the memo. Like I knew that there was a little bit of hype behind the movie and people were excited about it, but I didn't think that it was that impactful that everybody were just so committed to it. And at work, we share the building with a movie theater, and so
There we go.
everyone there were just covered in pink, and I was like, oh my God, that is crazy.
Yeah.
See, I don't know where this fanfare was when she was in Toy Story. I didn't see people like, oh, hey, there's my girl. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of it is people just jumping on the bandwagon. To be honest,
That's what I feel.
there's no like, if you asked a lot of these people 5 years ago, like, hey, how much do you like Barbie? They'd be like, I mean, it's
Yeah.
a toy I had when I was a kid,
Yeah.
nothing else.
Barely. Kids nowadays, I don't even know if they know what a Barbie is.
But I
I
think
don't
that's a testament to like the influence of the campaign. Like it was so all over the place, all over social media, and I guess that kind of it became a trend, and so people just hopped on. So
And it is selling tickets. So
Mhm.
the most recent numbers that I saw was from the box office ticket sales, and it crushed the other movie that also premiered on Friday.
Really?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Oppenheimer.
Yep. I think it did 133, and that one did 97 maybe or something.
Oh, so it blew it out.
So
Blew it out the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it had the best opening day of the year so far, like of 2023.
Oh, wow.
wow.
Like it had the best opening day in terms of just tickets sold.
I mean, the cast looks great. I'm not gonna knock.
I'm not
it,
gonna lie.
dude.
Yeah, Margot Robbie, like is it Robbie or Robbie or how do you say
Robbie,
it last
Robbie.
name? Whatever. I think she's
Barbie.
a perfect Barbie. To be
Yeah.
honest,
Yeah.
she looks like a Barbie doll.
Yeah, they got Will Ferrell, Michael Cera. They got
Yeah.
some fun.
Are you guys planning to go see it?
I might have to now.
You
I
weren't
don't know.
influenced before?
Well, it's kind of like when Avatar came out. I kind of like resisted watching it because everyone just kept talking about Avatar, and I'm just like, yeah, it just didn't make sense to me, and so I'm like, oh, I'm resisting it in my own world.
Mhm.
I'm kind of.
But, like, you like Marvel movies, right? And those always have a huge buzz around them when they're coming out.
that's true because Marvel's cool.
Mm.
Barbies aren't.
Yeah, explain that one.
mean, they don't chop, they don't do any, they don't shoot anything.
Wow.
They don't snap fingers and like half the population's gone. I get it.
You know,
I get it. I mean, I'll just straight up say it. Barbie's not as cool as Marvel. Sorry.
No,
There we go.
that's true. I mean, listen, for me, this is as far as it'll go. Just me rocking.
Wait, you're not
Yeah.
gonna go see the movie?
No.
What?
Why would I?
Thought that
Not
was the
yet,
whole
not
thing.
yet.
Why would you?
Listen,
'Cause it's
I'm
entertainment.
supporting it. I'll promote it. You know, if you're out there looking for a movie to watch this weekend, definitely go watch Barbie. But I don't think it's one of those movies that I want to see in theater. I'll wait for it to, you know,
yeah, I'm the
become
same way.
available on
Yep.
streaming, and I'll watch it. I think I'll fairly be entertained by it,
Mhm.
but it's not one of those movies that I would go and see. Now, that being said, if I was going to theater this weekend and I had the option between both movies, I'll probably see Barbie over that.
Mhm.
Wow.
Like, I don't think I want to see 3 hours about an, nuclear.
What if Barbie was
Bomb.
3 hours?
I don't care. I'm
He
saying
would
I don't
still
want to
choose
watch a
Barbie.
movie for 3 hours about an atomic bomb.
I mean,
It's
I
too
wouldn't
much.
mind watching it, honestly. The Barbie movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, I would go to the theater and watch it. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't understand the hype behind it.
Yeah.
Motor decided he wanted a makeover.
Yeah.
What? That's,
All right.
that's
Yeah.
So,
it's a rough makeover.
Yeah. So Mark is actually going to be filling in for Motor for the next couple of episodes because Motor is too busy traveling
Yes.
to place importance on the podcast. So he took some time off. He's actually going to be in Texas for what is it?
There's a couple of soccer matches happening over there.
Yeah.
So he's going to watch a couple of them. And he's going to be out of town. So he's going to be missing the next couple episodes. So
Yeah.
So we have Mark filling in.
Yeah. He handpicked me.
Are you gonna fill in for all the episodes?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
He said bring the same fire and desire that he brings, and he knows that he's got to set you guys straight sometimes. So,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like that he committed also to the M4
Mhm.
and look for a friend that have a letter with an M.
M in their
So
name.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's
That-
commitment right there.
That's,
Mhm.
that's sticking loyal to the craft.
At it. It
It
is
is.
still the M4. Yeah,
It
there's
is.
still 4 M's
Mhm.
up here.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ruben, I think it's time to consider a name
Change.
change. Yeah, a legal name change.
That's why you're behind the camera. Because
Yeah.
So yeah, that's awesome. Welcome, Mark.
Yeah. I'm so glad I'm here for the social media episode. I
Yeah.
am a social media savant.
Mm.
I am extraordinary. and-
Yeah.
Wait, you're actually officially the first guest on the M4 podcast.
Oh wow.
And you're
It's
gonna
working.
Yeah, you're setting the bar really high. You're a reoccurring guest.
Oh yeah.
How does it feel?
I mean, I'll let you know at episode 4.
yeah.
You know,
True.
after
True.
the-
You don't know what you're signing up for at this point.
yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. I see there's some boards here, some water bottles.
that's
I'm hoping
awesome.
I'm not getting
Waterboard.
I mean, I don't want to put 2 and 2 together, but
Some boards and
All right,
some water.
we just need a towel.
So funny.
That's hilarious.
I'll give you
Okay.
any info you want.
Yeah, that's awesome though. Welcome.
That's funny.
I want to talk about a new trend recently that is taking social media, TikTok by storm, and that's NPC
Oh my god.
live stuff. Guys, I'm so sorry if you're watching this and you're into it. I'm not. And I'm scrolling through TikTok and I just can't avoid it. It's either content creators committing to those characters or people talking about those content creators. So it's like I want to escape to like a place where that does not exist because it's so cringy.
I remember it was actually like I was showing it to Ruben. I would be scrolling, and then the I think she's the person who originated it because she was the first person I see do it. Pinky Doll, and it was actually so funny to watch because I'm like, there's no way, but she was making a killing, I assume, because she had so many live viewers and so many likes on her streams. And then now it's just everybody and their mom doing it. And I was like, what is going on? It's like, I swear every other video, if I'm scrolling on TikTok, is someone doing that. Luckily, I haven't crossed over to the discussing that part just yet. But yeah, I assume if I come across those videos now, it's just going to take over my entire feed.
It's just all over my feed. And the crazy thing is that all of those people that are participating in it are making a killing, right? It's not just creating the content, but also being on the receiving end and getting all these gifts. So all of these people are just getting these crazy amount of gift, and it's just mind blowing.
Well, my theory that they're all getting money from like children that like take their parents' money, and they're just like, oh, ice cream again. Like I want to see you do the ice cream thing, or I don't know, because
you never know. I mean, remember what happened to me when I gave Motor my credit card one time?
What was he doing?
He was playing like Farmville or something, and then he asked to use my card. This, if you don't know what Farmville is, it used to be like a Facebook game.
It was Yoville.
Yoville?
Oh, Yoville. Yes,
I think it was called Yoville.
No, there is Yoville and Farmville. I think it was like a spin-off game.
Yeah,
anyway.
they were both, but I think that incident happened on Yoville.
Yeah, you're right. I think it was Yoville.
The Yoville incident.
Yeah, so
I'd watch a movie about that.
I gave him my card. He must have been like in, I don't know, 3rd grade or something like that. Very young.
So cute.
He asked me to use my card, so I gave him my card, and then several days later, he like shows like is so proud of himself. He's like, I figured out a hack. I figured out a way to hack Facebook to give me free things on Yoville, like the things that you actually purchase with real money. I'm like, I don't think that's a thing. And so I got nervous, went on my account. Lo and behold, several hundred $700 worth of charges on my account because he thought he figured out a hack and hacked the system. And yeah, it was just not good. So I assume there's a lot of kids probably using their parents' cards to fund the NPCs.
Yeah, that's funny.
How did you resolve this?
Oh, I disputed it. I was like, I don't know who used my card. This is not an authorized purchase.
Probably shouldn't say that on,
it's legitimate. I never authorized this purchase.
That's true. But still.
But the NPC one, so Pinky Doll was the first person I saw though. I assume she's like the pioneer of this thing. And now the people that are doing it, they're so much better at it. Like there's this one chick that I see, and she's so convincing when she does it. It's insane. Like she even does like the face, like the movements spot on. Then she makes like weird faces sometimes, and I'm like, how do you control your face to do that? It's kind of crazy.
No, I genuinely do not give it more than 3 seconds. Like just like I can't like
Yeah.
I haven't actually seen a full
it's funny
video or something.
Because with the original ones that I was seeing, the Pinky Doll, it's almost like I was enchanted. Like I would be stuck watching it for longer than I probably planned, just because it's so just odd. But it's successful. She found the recipe.
Yeah. I mean, we do have a TikTok. So what do you guys think about jumping on the trend?
I'm good.
Oh,
thanks. It's not
I feel like Mark would be good at it.
Yeah.
No.
Mark, that's part of your commitment.
No.
To the M4.
That's part of the contract for the next 4 episodes.
I mean, I see those people that like they're really good at manipulating their face and doing all this.
Yeah, it's insane.
I can't. There's something in my heart that kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. It strains my heart to, I don't know, pretend I'm a Disney.
Strains my heart.
Yeah, to be a Disney character or something.
Damn.
Yeah.
It strains my heart. That was deep.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I just feel like social media should be spontaneous, and it should be. I mean, there should be some thought, but I don't know. Yeah, doing that is just purely for money, and I don't know. Money's nice, but I'm just not going to I don't know, be controlled by clicks and all that stuff. I mean,
He's too cool for social media.
Good
Is
for
what
you.
we're
Good
learning.
for you.
yeah,
I just feel like there's no like originality in it.
Yeah.
Like it's just someone just finds a trend that's like, or someone finds something that is profitable and everyone's like, oh, I can capitalize off that. So let me do it too.
Yeah.
And then like
Although-
before you know it, millions of people are doing the exact
Yeah.
same thing. It's just like, okay, I'm
It's
tired of this.
I've seen enough of them to see like some variety. Like some of them are reacting in different ways to the like little gifts that pop up. So they're kind of taking the idea and making it slightly their own. But yeah, it's the same concept, and it's so repetitive that it's just
Mhm.
like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
No, I'm not a fan of it. And, you know, I think about somebody who is struggling maybe with mental illness or anything like that, that is easily influenced by, you know, things that they see, starting to do that, because these people are not doing like a 30-second like video or something. They're committing to these characters for hours. Like I just, you know, at least I like to think of myself, and I think you guys are all here, are capable of extracting yourself from something and going on with your everyday life. Like we're not in this room every single day talking and recording. So I just wonder, like, if somebody is jumping on the trend too fast and they struggle with any kind of like mental illness or something, what is the long impact of that on them?
And even I think beyond just, you know, the scope of like mental illness or just mental health struggles, just people who are just more influenced or more vulnerable to just the impacts of social media, how that's going to make them feel, and if that's going to translate into how they behave in real life. And if I feel like, yeah, if you're committing hours of your day in and day out, it might impact how you start interacting with people.
Oh, if your
in
kids
everyday
are
life.
like doing that, and then they're going to school and they're just like making all these damn faces. I mean,
God.
I don't know. I mean, I guess, you know, word travels, so obviously the kids will understand it, but yeah, it takes away a lot of like communication skills where you're just so focused on communicating with like a whole rather than like with a person one-on-one.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it would be really interesting to see the long-term effects of everything that goes on.
no, we have no choice.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming.
I think that's gonna be a Black Mirror episode, maybe in a
That's
few
true. I could
years.
see that.
It'll be like, you know, something about that, like people
I
playing
saw
these characters.
a meme that was like, people in the past. You know how they always talk about, oh, what the future will be like, and then in 2023 it was showing that, and they're like, people probably would have never believed that this is where it would be at.
No, have you
2023.
guys ever seen like some of the memes about COVID? Like the early days of
Yeah,
COVID.
we can't.
I
You can't say
can't-
that. You can't say that word.
Oh, okay, we're bleeping it.
Okay.
Wait, you can't say COVID? Oh.
But the early days of the lockdown, seeing some of the images and the grocery stores, the way people were dressed. I mean, you and I had this conversation when we used to go grocery shopping. I kid you not, the clothes that we wore to go buy the stuff, when we come into the house, first of all, everything is staying outside. We're going inside. We're taking everything that we had on. We're washing up. We're putting in new clothes.
We were shopping with gloves and a mask.
Everything.
and-
Oh,
we
yeah. I'm thinking,
purchased.
okay.
Such weird
It was
times.
such a weird time.
man.
But when
Yeah.
you see images like that, this was just like what, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. It's so foreign to us. So I can't even imagine people in like 2045 thinking about, you know, some of the content that people were posting on
Yeah.
TikTok and how that
Yeah.
would be.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like there's gonna be more promotion as far as like billion-dollar companies. I mean, I got to be that person that's gonna bring up like AI and like, what's stopping them from making creators that are just the most appealing to young kids? You know, young kids aren't gonna be like, oh well, that person's real, that person's not. You know, they're gonna make it so seamless where it's like, oh, there's this cool person. And it's just a company going, oh well, yeah.
No, there
let's
actually are influencers that are not like, they're not real. There are
see,
big
this is
pages
wild.
on like
Oh, boy.
social media that are like what are they called? Avatars. They're
Mhm.
so realistic.
24 hours of them just responding to bubbles and glasses
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's crazy. I just read an article about J-Lo. So she gave permission to Virgin Airlines or cruises or one of their branches. She gave them permission to use her face and her image and her body on an AI to create ads for their company.
That's wild. Wasn't there? We were watching. Was that a
That
Black
was a
Mirror?
Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
That's wild.
It's talk about like, reality just like catching up to what's the thing, like art imitating reality, and more like the opposite, life
Mhm.
imitating art. Like that's insane to me.
Yeah.
But she genuinely does not have to do anything. She does not have to come into a studio and shoot like all of these episodes or
Mhm.
all of these commercials or things. She just gave them permission, like, here, you can use my face and make me say all these things, even though it's not my voice. It's not me actually acting these things out.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That's crazy. She probably should have watched that episode before she committed to that.
right?
People are going to be on the Virgin space shuttle and be like, "Where's J-Lo?" It's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it wasn't her."
She promised she'll be here.
Yeah.
So
She'll
funny.
probably be the avatar greeting you at the door if you
Exactly.
come in. It's
A
like,
hologram.
yeah, I'm J-Lo. Welcome.
The heck? Is she a superhero or something now?
Yes, she is. She's our
So
hero.
funny.
Yeah, but that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
That's where life is headed.
Yeah. And you get judged for social media. I feel like, I don't know, trying to build your page and trying to be distant from it, but also trying to convince other people to be like, oh yeah, come watch my stuff. And I don't know. It's hard to find a balance of how much life you should spend on
Mm-hmm.
being a creator, or is it, or if it's even creating. I mean,
Yeah.
you're just simply just playing within a box. So I don't know.
Let me ask you, all of you guys, this: have you done it, or would you be able to do it? Extract yourself completely from social. I'm talking about not participating by posting anything and not consuming anything.
Mhm.
I personally, I kind of try, but it's difficult for me to consume, right? Like, it's easy
It's difficult
me
for you to not
post.
consume.
Yes.
Hmm.
It's
I can
easy
see
for
that.
me not
Oh,
to
yeah.
post. Like, I rarely post anything on Instagram.
You're a stalker.
Yeah,
what they say,
I'm
you're
a
a
certified stalker. So it's hard for me to like
Shouldn't admit
post things regularly, consistently, but I'm on an elevator going up. The first thing I do is like I open my email, see if I have any like urgent messages. The next app I'm opening is probably Instagram.
Hmm.
Okay. And then when I'm at home at the end of the night, I'm on TikTok watching like, stuff on there. So for me to extract myself completely without even consuming it, I have to tell you, like, I think that'll be impossible.
I think for me, it wouldn't be impossible. It probably would be really hard. Just because, and I'm naturally more of a consumer than a provider, I guess,
Ooh.
of social media content. So for me, it'll be hard, but I think I'll be able to do it because it'll allow me to focus on all the other things that I would like to focus on, but I don't have the time because I spend a lot of time consuming social media. So, although I do learn a lot from what I consume, especially on TikTok. Like, yeah, it's very silly things most of the time, but there are times where I learn certain things on TikTok that I'm like, that's crazy, and I never would have learned it.
Mhm.
I mean,
outside of
social
that.
media technically, or is TikTok technically social media? Like,
Yeah.
if it's just
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they
there's no
consider
interaction. You're
YouTube.
just seeing a video and then you're going like,
No, but you can message
Yeah,
people. You can like,
comment. There's
well, but I'm
comment
saying,
on it.
so I'm talking about like in your parameters, can you do it? But if you don't comment or like or
No,
whatever.
that's-
You can't watch a video
consume
either.
it. You're
But what if you're
consuming
doing
it.
All right, what about YouTube? If you're like
That's still
flicking,
social media.
Mhm.
You're
oh,
consuming
YouTube
it.
social media?
Yeah. So I'm asking you
So-
now. Answer the question. Would you?
Oh, it's very easy for me. Yeah.
You can extract yourself.
Oh
from
yeah,
that?
I am more physical. I'm about physical things, doing things. I don't need to watch people do stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, it's taught me things, but
Mhm.
my best friend never posts. maybe once a year. So I know
He's trying to change
until
though.
this week. This week I've gotten so many
Post
stuff on my feed. I'm
notifications.
like, wait, who is
That
this?
is true. That is true. Hey, I think in here I'm probably gonna be the one that would be most easily.
Oh yeah. He's just now becoming a consumer of TikTok.
The only time I do TikTok is when Mark or Mob send me something.
Yeah.
You know.
But the funny thing is now I find him like scrolling on TikTok on his own.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Who is this?
Well, no, and there's a reason for that. You know, I'm just trying to learn from these
and
people now.
he sends me old stuff. I'm like, dude, that was so a week ago.
And he's always like, "Why you gotta send me this?" I'm like,
Like, I've
"Bro, I'm
already
just gonna stop
seen it."
sending you stuff now." It's like,
I'm not gonna lie. I don't use TikTok much.
Really?
Like since it's come out, I've probably spent in total maybe a few hours on it.
What?
Like since it's come out, I really
I'd
don't.
probably spend more time on TikTok than any other app.
No, I
Agreed.
easily for me, I'd scroll through Instagram much. Not even to like, you know what's crazy? It's not even like to see people's posts. It's usually like the reels and stuff,
Right. Shall
which
we
are
look?
usually like TikTok videos
Yeah,
that
they
move
usually
over to
trickle down
Instagram.
from TikTok.
Exactly. So I end up seeing it on Instagram usually, but
Let's all check.
So
our
you and
screen
Ruben
time.
would be at the same page.
honestly, I
like-
want to retract my statement. I can't live without YouTube.
yeah, no, YouTube is a different story
I
for me.
cannot
Yeah,
live
yeah,
without YouTube. I definitely.
I'm saying.
If we're gonna count that as social media,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I was
that's-
just thinking, like, would I consider YouTube social media? Technically, it is, but I don't know. YouTube is more learning for me.
It's like a,
Yeah,
I don't know if that's social media. Is it social media?
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
it's
I
as
brought
much
it up.
social media as TikTok
appreciate
is, for
that.
example. You just
No,
it's
not, 'cause
longer
you can-
videos.
No, I
It
don't
is
think it's.
You
consistent.
can
Social.
post stories. You can have comments.
So
you can
then-
have messaging. Wait, is there? No, there's no inbox in YouTube, right?
there is. You can DM people.
You can DM somebody, but it's like damn near sending an email. It's like not like
Yeah.
not like a quick message that I can shoot to
But
somebody.
you are socializing.
Yeah.
So is email social media?
No.
No, because you don't really post content on YouTube. On
I mean, you
email.
got an email chain. People used to do that. Like, yo,
Oh my God, I
check
remember those.
check this out. Pass
don't
this
know.
on, or you
I
don't get
if
100
YouTube
bucks.
is social media, then that would be super hard for me to hop off because
Yeah.
I honestly watch YouTube more than I watch like
TV.
movies or TV.
Yeah,
Like-
same.
Yeah,
Okay,
YouTube
I
is
can't
my
get it.
life.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure
Yeah,
out my
same.
screen
Like
time.
I genuinely I
TikTok.
cannot.
Oh dear God.
That would be super hard to hop off YouTube for me.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
You know what I? You know
Luckily, we don't have to.
TikTok,
We're not hopping off YouTube. We hopping on YouTube. How about
What
that?
happened
Hey,
like
Yeah, everyone
I
watching.
literally-
make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe, like,
Shameless
ring the
plug.
bell, all the good stuff.
all of it.
Yeah, that brings into like whether it's good, bad, addicting,
All of the above.
all the above. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have seen it like where it had a positive impact on me, where I've experienced that of just shutting it down completely. Most recently, I was at a drive-through, and normally while you're at the drive-through window, you're waiting for your order. What do? You're just scrolling through your phone until your order comes to you, and then the kid behind the window started having a conversation with me, and my order took a little bit of a time until I got it, but that conversation was genuine, right? Like I honestly told myself, I was like, as I was leaving, like, wow, that actually felt good. Like I wasn't staring at my phone, I was having a conversation with a complete stranger, and that felt good. So I just wish that I could repeat that and do it again, but I think it'll be really difficult.
Yeah, I
If
think
you show up to their job and say, "Hey,
It's like
let's talk
chat.
again."
Yeah, I think with everything, I think if you're mindful about it, it can be a really good thing. But yeah, it becomes a problem because it's it's created to become such an addictive thing for you. And yeah, if you fall into it and you're just mindlessly scrolling, yeah, that's very, very slippery slope. So just if you're aware of kind of how much time you're putting into it, I think it should be manageable.
There'd be times where I would go look up an argument and then click the profiles of people in the argument on Facebook and then see what their life is like.
That's
Talk about
intense.
stalker.
Talk about
That's-
stalker.
call
yeah,
me
you're
a
calling him a
stalker?
certified stalker. That's insane.
I'm just saying. I
That
want
is
to see.
next
I want to see
level.
if these are real people or not.
So
Like,
funny.
is this, do you got one picture or is this like a whole, you've been on here for 20 years? I want to see what's going on.
He's trying to find Katie's burner accounts.
There we go. All the burners.
Oh my God. This just reminded me, like there's this guy on TikTok, and I assume there's other people doing the same type of work elsewhere. But he finds people who, how like Karen videos or like people who are just doing the most outlandish shit.
Doxing them, like
Pretty
putting all their
much.
info?
And 9 times out of 10, he found them through like their social media accounts.
That's wild.
And I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
No,
Yeah, there's a whole TikTok page, and I actually enjoy this guy's videos. I forgot what his name is.
I think we might be talking about the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
Danish?
No, different guy. This guy, I forgot what his TikTok account is, but he literally, like, people would intentionally try and send him a video that's like not giving you much information, and then they're like, find me.
Oh, the location.
Yeah, and
I've
he
seen that.
literally
one.
pinpoints
Okay.
them to the spot where they're standing, like
That's
in the
crazy.
middle of like, you know, the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And he's like able to get it, and it's
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
he always says it, like it's like the only reason why I do this is because like to raise awareness, like you got to be careful what you're
Yeah.
posting on social media, because someone that really wants to can find any information, any bit of information they
Crazy.
want about
Yeah.
you, just through like things that you wouldn't even like think are, oh, this is dangerous in a
Yeah.
way, you know?
Yeah. All
And
my
it's-
posts are from my bedroom, so
Yeah, I
Better
guarantee
watch
it'll
out.
find you.
No, it's so crazy because they're able to do that just from a profile picture and an initial or something. It's like,
Crazy.
you know, oh, okay, based on the profile picture, this is this platform, and then from this platform, they're scanning through all of the comments you ever posted and something like that, and
Yeah.
referencing somebody said this to you, and therefore your name is so and so, and it's, oh my god, they're just like detective. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
y'all
crazy.
saw
They have these.
something else?
He has like these crazy tactics too. Like he has this way of like searching through like search engines and stuff, where he will like let's say the video is like panning and you can see like kind of something that looks like a Wendy's logo, right? But then right across the street there's like a, I don't know, an Office Max or something, and he knows like ways in order to search through search engines where it would be like, give me every Wendy's that's next to an Office Max that looks like it could be in this general area because it looks kind of warm out, you know, no snow or whatever. And then like boop, 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 it comes up with like 30 results, and then he just has to like click on a couple of them. He's like, oh, this is the one.
Wow.
So I can see you're standing right here in this city, this time, blah blah blah. I'm just like, holy crap, like this is insane.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get all this information from just, you know,
It is
a
scary.
short 5-second video? Literally like 5 seconds the video is.
Yeah, that's scary.
It's wild.
I mean, it's a 5-second video, but I think it probably took him like a very long time.
No, I'm saying the video that they're sending into him.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Okay.
literally me like, here, hey, find me, and that's it. Video over. And he's
That's
able
funny.
to find exactly where you are.
Well, you know, a lot of information, depending on how you take the video, is like embedded into the video, especially if you do it with your iPhone or certain type of phone. Your
look at
location
the
is attached to
magician
it.
here. He knows it
So
all.
it's actually very easy to find it out if it's that way.
No, but he states in his videos that the only way he's doing it is by the clues that he sees in the video itself.
Yeah.
He's
And
not
people don't, I don't think they send him direct videos. They like tag him in a video. They post
Yeah,
it on
yeah.
their socials
Yeah, I was just
and they
gonna
say,
say that.
find me. Like they kind of stitch with him instead of like submitting a video.
I
Because
forgot
yeah, then
his
he
name.
can look at the info.
Like his thing is find me so and so, but I forgot the name of like his name.
yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know. I'll find it and I'll send it to you guys. I'll send you guys one of them.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy, honestly.
That is really creepy if you think about it. Yeah.
You
I
can't
mean,
hide.
That's why it's like, when are we gonna have like a whole video game where it's just the whole world, where you can just go to like, I mean, I know it'd be changing all the time, but like, you know, they think they Google mapped everything. Why can't I just like walk? I don't know.
I feel like some games have done that though. Hasn't the Midnight Club, didn't they do like an actual layout of a city? Was it
Oh, yeah,
Midnight
they do
Club
that
or
a
was
lot.
it like what's
I
the
don't know if
other?
it's like 100% accurate, but it's like
Yeah.
really close to.
Just a layout of the map of like the city.
It's very.
I think they've done it.
That's fairly common, but
Yeah.
you can't just like walk wherever you want in the city,
Wow.
Yeah.
like he's saying. That's
True.
Yeah. Also, they usually just do a city, and that's it. He's talking
Yeah.
about the world.
The world,
That would
yeah,
be,
that's- That would be a really
No.
expensive game to come up with.
you know,
And you have to realize they're part of the world that Google Earth doesn't exist. Like you can't like do the street walk.
Yeah. Like in Sudan
Street
you can't
view.
do that.
Well, it's all
There's
right.
like
You can
there's
do it on like major part of
certain
it.
Yeah.
areas,
not-
yeah.
yeah, certain areas. Most of the other areas are just like
You say that now. You say that
Yeah, of
now.
course.
give it a few years, and the whole world will be mapped
No,
out.
me and Rue were gonna play this game where it's not necessarily like well, it's somewhat social, but it's called Vaudeville, and like it's a beta game, but there's like 12 characters, and you can speak to a microphone and talk to the characters. Anything. It's not like, pre-written dialogue. It's actually like, hey, you're looking good tonight. What's on your mind? And then they'll answer. And then it's like, oh, I was talking to so-and-so. What do you think about him? And they'll answer. And everything has just been thought out. So it's just,
Yeah.
Are they real people or characters?
they're characters.
Yeah, and you're
Oh,
trying to
like
solve a crime, I believe. So it's like a detective game where you can ask your own
Yeah.
questions.
That's interesting. That sounds fun, actually.
Yeah, it sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Does sound fun.
It's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna take a little break from this, and we're
All
gonna
right.
play a game.
Oh,
And the
boy.
game is called
I've never
Flip a Bottle.
Flip a bottle.
And we're back. So, here are the rules for this game. Well, first of all, I want to say that this family is extremely competitive. So we've come with interesting ways how to keep this podcast going and the competitives going. So we're actually going to have a lifetime of the season score that's going to be kept to track. And we're tracking everything. So at the end of the season, whoever has the most wins is going to be a champion. And every season, someone will want to take their championship belt away. So, with that said, get ready, because the rules are basically for this game will be, you have a bottle, everybody knows flip a bottle, but basically you want to flip the bottle and it land in the exact same position that it is right now. But with a twist.
Up straight?
With a twist, yes. The twist is, you get to drink from the bottle as much as you want before you try to flip it. But whoever flips it first wins the game. So you don't have to drink, or you can drink. Whatever you decide.
Do you swallow or hold it in your mouth?
You don't have to hold it in your mouth. You can swallow. All right? So you guys know the rules? You
Are
get
we
it?
flipping it like from the table like this or
No.
like this?
Correct. Yeah, that's how everybody flips a bottle.
Okay.
All right? We ready? Why are you cheating already?
Oh, like leave it.
Yeah, put it on the table, okay? So I'm gonna get 3, 2, 1, and you guys go. Up. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, nobody's drinking. Okay, that's nice. Wow. Wow, he landed it. Wow. He did the most difficult one. All right, we have a winner.
I won.
No, Mob did it before you.
I
That's
know, by like a
incredible. That's
millisecond.
incredible.
No.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
No, that was
That's
crazy.
just crazy.
That was crazy.
I think I should get bonus points for that.
You get honorary second place.
All right, and we have a winner. All right, Mob, you got the first point
Yes,
of
sir.
the year. How does that make you feel?
It was expected.
You think you have a chance to win the whole
Oh
thing?
my god.
Is that even a question?
Wait, so do I not
no.
get my bonus point?
No bonus point.
I literally did the hardest one.
Sir, those were not the rules of
That's
the
not
game.
the rules.
Word.
That's not the rules.
Anyway,
I don't think I was ever gonna win.
She beat me by literally like less than half a second. Like they were both in the air at the same time. Her just happened to land first.
I think we.
Yeah, we got her on
That's
tape. We got
kind
her
of
on
the
tape.
point of winning the game is you beat someone to it.
Yeah, but I'm saying you barely won.
Oh, you're saying you were a close second? Okay.
I was saying that you barely won.
Making you a very close
Guys,
second.
this is literally the first challenge.
Listen, I'm
This
just
is
saying.
exactly why we do this. This is exactly why we do this.
I'm
All
not a
right.
part of this family. Just so you know, I'm not very competitive.
That is lies. Don't do
That's
this.
funny.
I feel like that would be a very easy cop out for someone who's expected to lose. Is that they're
I'm
not competitive.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very.
So I don't do social media.
Because you don't want to lose?
Yeah,
Or you're
I-
not competitive?
yeah.
What?
What is competitive about social?
People look at numbers.
What
People, that is a
numbers?
big thing. Your followers, follow count.
Oh, really?
Your likes.
I guess if you're trying to be an influencer, it would
Yeah.
make sense.
I mean, there's a line. Eventually, all right.
It's
I'm
a
not
fine
trying to get a
line.
million, but come on, I would at least like 1,000.
It's not just for people that want to be influencers. It's people just enjoy portraying the idea that they have clout.
Yeah, and I have
Like you
zero.
remember when Instagram started selling like the verified thing?
yeah.
They did?
Like you know how you can get the blue check mark to say
Yeah.
that you're verified? They
Twitter
sold
or
that.
Instagram?
Was it Instagram or Twitter? What? No, I think it's Instagram, wasn't it?
I know there's a big.
I think
Elon Musk.
I don't know.
Twitter.
I know
Was
they
it
did
Twitter?
it.
Yeah.
Twitter
I
is
think that's the
selling it
most
right now.
recent one.
Yeah, the Elon
It's
Musk, that
currently
was his
happening.
big idea, and he kind of failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure
I think
Instagram did
it's
it too.
I don't know.
Instagram can do it too.
I
Yeah.
don't think
No,
you
they
could
did
buy
it, I think.
No, I think Instagram did do
was
it.
difficult. You couldn't.
No,
you
no, I
be
think they did
verified
do
on
it. They did it a
Instagram,
while
like,
back.
no
I
check
think
mark.
so.
So it was. They sold it for like I forgot what it was, but it was like $10 or something. I don't know. I don't remember them. It was like less than $20, right?
No,
Yeah.
that's Twitter.
No, I think that was a
That's definitely
Twitter
not
thing.
Definitely Twitter.
I know Instagram did it. I just don't know how much they were charging.
Yeah.
I think they
Okay.
did it. I
What
vaguely
it is,
remember.
like
Whatever.
$8.
I'm saying most of these people aren't. I don't think they have aspirations to be like content creators, but it like the amount of money that they made in that 24-hour window when they first opened it was like insane. Like if you look at how much money like they were able to make, like Instagram.
But
was
I
able to make.
honestly think people that invested that money were trying to do it because that gives them more credibility amongst consumers. So then more people are likely to follow them because now they look more credible because of the check mark. I don't think everyday people went and purchased the check mark just to purchase the check
just
mark.
based on pure numbers of how many were purchased, you would see that it's not just
But
influencers.
what I'm saying is I think they were trying, that's because they have aspirations of becoming relevant on social media.
I don't think so. I think people just want to seem like they have clout.
Really?
Like
I don't think so.
I think so, for
I
sure.
think it's somebody who is trying to be an
Yeah.
influencer, right? And they're trying to take the easy way out of getting verified first,
Ooh,
right?
some-
To hopefully aspire followers and,
Yeah.
and people to do that, or a local business owner,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
I have
there you go.
I have a business account to promote my coffee shop.
Sure.
I'm gonna get verified so that I can get followers. and
Yeah.
whatnot.
It gives you a sense of
But I don't think
legitimacy,
your
which is
average.
Sure, no, I understand that. I understand that, right? If you actually are doing it for business related things, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think there's no way all those people were doing it for business related.
Yeah, you guys are being very naive with that. There's
Definitely
definitely people are doing it for clout.
I would think so, but I would think
100%.
majority are probably just doing it.
There's
because
no
it would-
way. The amount of I forgot what the number was, but the
So would
amount
you
of
do
money.
it?
No, I wouldn't. If I
You're
would have
not
done it, I
chasing
would have
clout?
done it.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
didn't
have a
do
blue
it.
check mark.
I'm not-
Maybe
I'm
maybe
not
we
big.
should
Oh,
have.
yeah.
Should the M4 podcast
Purchase
on
a check mark?
Instagram get verified?
Oh, we might have to
Maybe.
do that. I ain't gonna lie.
Definitely. There might be some.
Would
That might be a
you-
good
would
idea.
you follow us, regardless of the fact that us having a check mark or not?
Yeah, go to the poll.
Let us know on the
We're gonna-
comment.
we're
Go
gonna
to the poll.
Poll
Yeah,
down
but
below.
as we continue this conversation about social, you know, one of the things that I noticed that some of my friends that are having kids are doing, you know, they're posting photos.
What was that? What do you have against having
yeah,
kids?
Just yeah. Sorry.
They're posting their kids, but they're hiding their faces. So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm wondering, would you post, you know, in due time, would you post photos of your children when you do ever have them? And two, would you allow your kids on social?
I'm so confused though. Why would they pose their children and hide their face? Why would they just not pose their
It's
children?
a
at all?
family photo. Like
Yeah.
you're you know, you're celebrating the moment.
And they'll put like a sticker in front of the
and
baby's
Little
face.
smiley
the
face.
kid happened to be in the photo, so instead of cropping them out and just making it awkward, they just put like
Or you
a
just don't
smiley
post.
face.
Or just don't
You just
post.
don't
Keep
post
the photo for yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
that's really
True.
weird. That's really weird.
listen, me personally, I'm not much of a poster on social media. Like you can go on in my Instagram. I think I have literally one picture in there from like years ago, and I haven't posted since. I'm not much of a
Professional
poster.
stalker.
No, I'm just not much of a poster, and like I would not post my kids. Like you literally don't know what is out there. Like you don't know the people that are out there that will try and like
Knowing your baby's face. Yeah.
exactly.
Like
Oh.
here's the part that I'm like, I don't know. Like I'll see, and I actually thought about this before because I do see people post their kids just whatever, and then I see people who actually like hide the kid's face with like a sticker or whatever when they're posting the photo, and then it makes me wonder, will I actually do that? Because I understand trying to keep the privacy of the child, and I'm not much of a poster, so I probably will not be posting very many photos of my future children. But at the same time, it makes me wonder, like, what can someone do with the picture of the baby? Like, what harm can come from people seeing what my baby looks like?
Stolen
I mean, people
identity.
see that I have a child and I'm posting them and like whatever. So I don't know what particularly the face of the child.
I mean,
What that
I
would
I
do.
hate to go far dark with this, but imagine God forbid, down the line, you get into an argument with somebody and they really want to hurt you, right?
Ooh.
Instead of, coming to you, they'll go after your child,
Dear
right?
God.
But like, what harm would they be trying to?
You don't know. It could be anything from like abducting and kidnapping to
Right.
Yeah.
bullying to hurting. You
Throwing
never
water in
like
your face.
Unfortunately, we live in
That's
a
true.
time where like you can't really trust what's in someone's mind.
That's
so
true.
Right, if you
I
could
think
see-
for those reasons, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
that's
you
true.
could see the image of the person, right? And like we just discussed, people can trace that to a location, right? So how do I know like some weirdo is not gonna go outside my kid's school and like
Yeah.
see them and be like, oh hey, so and so,
Yeah.
because they know what they look like. They're like, I'm your dad's friend or whatever. He's stuck at work, so like I'm supposed to drop you off at home.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
kids are fairly naive for the most part, so they would understand like, oh, this guy knows my name and he knows my dad's name. Oh, he must be my dad's friend.
Yeah.
And how do you know they won't go with him?
Exactly. So
Like that's
Yeah.
insane.
I guess, yeah, in the sense of like kidnapping. Yeah, someone knowing what my child
And-
looks like would.
And
make
I don't
them a
understand
bigger
what the
target.
what the craze is about posting stuff anyways. Like just keep it for yourself. Like it's a family picture. Okay, keep it for yourself. Why do you want to post it online for other people to see? Like I honestly don't understand the idea of posting pictures in general. Like
I mean,
it's just a
okay,
way for
hold
you to
on.
get attention.
Wait, so you're somebody who does not post a lot, right?
Yeah.
And most recently, all of you guys, I don't know, did you go to Drake? You did go to Drake.
Yeah.
Okay. All of you guys went to the Drake concert, right?
Okay.
It was all over your
My story.
Your story, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
You posted. Why? Why is there a need for you to post that?
I mean, listen, the reason why people post stuff on Instagram or whatever is to get the attention of, hey, look at this, right? So if I was posting stuff on my story, I'm going to be honest, and it's probably to be like, hey, this guy was at the Drake concert. That's
Well,
pretty cool.
or
whatever.
Well, I agree with that, but also I've started doing it now because it almost has become like a diary where it's like, oh damn, in 2023 I went to see Drake. Like, oh, here's the clip. Oh, here's what people were saying to me at the.
But you can archive that and keep it for yourself. You don't have to post it online for everyone to
Yeah,
see.
but it's not the same though.
How do they see?
Absolutely is the same. No, they don't see it. You leave it for yourself is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like if there was, I feel like at all times when someone is posting something, a part of the reason why you're posting it is to get the attention from other people. Like I feel like most people would, even if it's
that's true.
subconscious, people are doing it for that reason. Like there's a bit of that in there, in the reasoning.
I feel like putting it in the sense. I feel obviously a lot of people post mainly for the attention, but I feel like that kind of. Sure, there's an element of the attention, but I feel like sometimes people post for interaction. Like he said, maybe people are commenting now on the thing, and yeah, it's attention because you are getting people's attention by posting it. But maybe it's a little bit more than just wanting to get attention from people.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
it's
mean,
just-
that's what makes it social media.
It's interaction,
Right?
yeah.
It's the interaction, it's the, sparking a conversation and, also spreading things, right? And being able to not spread things like that, but I mean like sharing things, right? So you post something and something looks cool.
Yeah.
I would share it with you and give you an idea like, oh my God, look at the way, this car they customized it, right?
Sure.
Maybe that's something you can do, or like, hey, this is a cool painting, maybe you should
Yeah.
consider that for the office or something. So it's like that's what makes it social media, but unfortunately there's also a dark side of it, right? And that's why people are being very selective with what they share and what they post and
I
all of
feel
that.
like to answer the question that you raised, or the second question you raised, I feel like I would probably be more likely to post my children on social media as opposed to letting them have a social media account. At least to the point, to a certain age, to where at that point it's kind of ridiculous to prevent them from having one, and they likely will go and create one on their
That's
own.
the thing. They're gonna likely do. it
Yeah.
on their own.
But yeah, I feel like I would wait a very long time before I allow my kids to have social media, and before they're allowed to have it, we would talk about all the wild things that can happen on social media.
I'm trying to make money off of them as quickly as possible.
Exploit
I'm
them
gonna be-
ASAP.
Yep.
your home will be an incubator. Each child has their own like
Yep. Just feeding
playing
in.
station, creating
Yep.
content.
Yep.
And,
You'll have like that house that we were talking about earlier.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
this guy,
a
baby.
hype house.
There's a guy that's got he's got this kid. It's his kid, I assume, and they call him
How you
Baby
assume?
Gronk. and he's like a little football player kid, and he's signing brand deals, and the dad's like 36, and I saw his quote. He's like, yeah, my life's pretty much over. I'm like just dedicating my life to my kid and like doing all this stuff. And now the kid's like hanging out with NFL stars and they're making money. So
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a kid on YouTube that blew up? He was just reviewing toys. for
Yeah.
kids?
Yeah, that was like one of the biggest
That's
channels.
a huge channel. Yeah.
Massive. Like,
yeah.
I'm sure his parent quit their job really quickly and devoted their time
Yeah.
just.
Sure.
That's why, yeah, if you just
Taking care of
embrace it and kind of, you know, I feel like, yeah, it's all about how you go into it. Because, yeah, if you're like, you know, holding them down and you're trying to do it in a certain way, they're going to sneak behind your back. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just natural. So I feel like if you just kind of start it early and say, okay, this is what happens, I think, I don't know, children are the most adaptable people. So they figure it out and they go, okay, how, you know, I don't know. So I think it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I agree. It's inevitable, but I think I would try and limit it for as long as I can.
Yeah.
Like, keeping them off of social media
For
for
sure.
as long as I
And
can.
I feel like for a long time, for at least a few years after they're able to like walk and talk and kind of do their own thing, like you should be able to keep them off of it because
They're just a baby. I'm just imagining a baby doing gaga gaga gaga.
on
Like,
posting
Taking
it.
a
yeah,
selfie.
just putting random letters.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Their first tweet, bada bada.
Viral, right
yeah.
there.
I don't know. I think me personally, until I get to that point of having a child, I won't really know
Understand. Yeah.
what it means to be a parent and how protective I'm going to be. Right now, I'm being, I'll probably not allow my kids to be on social, not until like they're ready for it and they understand. That whatever they see, the images that they see, they're not real. This is not attainable beauty. This is not, attainable like lifestyle or whatever. Once they understand that, then I'll probably allow
Yeah.
them to be part of it, right? But I'm saying this today as somebody who doesn't have kids,
Yeah.
right? Like, I think maybe my concept would completely change when I do have a child and I become overprotective. But I think if I get to that point of being overprotective, let's be honest, the reason that we spend so much time on social is like when we're bored and not doing anything. So I think we would be doing a lot of family activities, right?
Yeah.
We're taking trips, we're doing, game nights and stuff. Like, think about it like when you guys come over and we spend time playing games. Like, I genuinely don't touch my phone
Yeah.
and we're getting into our competitive gaming and all of that stuff and I forget about my phone. So I think if you create that environment for your kid, then maybe you can successfully.
Yeah, that's I
that.
think that's what I meant by being able to kind of keep them off of social media up to a certain age, because at some age their friends become their entire universe and it does not matter how many game nights we prepare, the teenager's probably in the room like on social media with their friends. But yeah, up to a certain age I feel like it'll be really easy to keep them off of it, and then at some point you just have to
But I will say, I feel like I've seen so much social media where like grandparents are like focused on, and it like, I don't know, I feel like it brings them together. I'll see a kid with his grandpa doing a dance and it's like all of a sudden
Yeah.
you made memories where, I don't know, before it would just be like, I don't have anything in common with them.
Yeah. I can't imagine how hard it is to be a teenager though in the day and age of social media,
I mean, we don't even know where it's going to be. But
but like imagine today, like you're a teenager in today's time and how hard that probably is. We grew up with social media becoming a thing. Like I remember when Facebook first became a thing. We were, I think, like
we were more into MySpace, fam. Not
that's true,
before
and
Facebook.
oh my god, I forgot
Well, and
about
you know
MySpace.
remember top five?
Top 7.
The top 7.
Top 7, and then it became
Oh.
like top 12
That
or
was a
something.
lot of pressure.
Oh
That was
my
a lot of
goodness.
pressure at a
Like-
young age. I
You
didn't
took
make
me
a
off your
lot
top
of
25 or your
Yeah,
top,
and like
it's
people would like,
they're like, wait, why am I number
change
2
them.
and not
Yeah,
number 1?
crazy.
That was rough.
Crazy.
I remember I sent like signals where I'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna play this song that this person likes."
Oh my god! Remember when you'd have a music for your profile?
You would have
I
a playlist,
can't.
and then like some app where you can have like a photo album.
Like the what are they called?
a flash.
What are they called?
thing.
Flash something. The
A
technical.
Flash player. You're the
It's definitely
technical.
a Flash player.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So HTML.
Good times. What was his name? Tom?
Yeah.
Oh,
creator of MySpace?
Your first friend, your
Yeah.
first virtual friend, everybody's first virtual friend was Tom.
But no, we missed, thankfully, we missed the phase of like being so influenced by social media. I can't imagine how difficult it
And the
must be.
filters. I don't think we had filters. I think that is the one. Like you look at somebody and you see them and you're like, what?
Yeah. There's a lot of
You're not you.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
bad
You're catfishing, fam.
because
Yeah.
of these filters.
No, it's sad though, but and that's what I mean. How hard it must be on teenagers, because obviously teenage period is a very impactful period in your life, and you're so susceptible to all these things. And imagine growing up with like self-image issues and all of that in this day and age.
Got your
with
acne,
all the influence.
got your bad haircuts.
Like I'm
Got
not
your
gonna
bad
like
everything.
filters. Sometimes I'll look at myself with a filter, and then I look at myself without the filter. I'm like, damn. So I can only imagine being a teenager and like having that much. It's scary.
I don't even want to post this.
All right, so before we leave, I want to get something from you guys. So, as far as the subject goes, do you feel social media is a positive thing overall or a negative thing overall? And we can start with Mark.
Oh boy. I think again I'm gonna use the word it's an inevitable thing.
Inevitably positive or
Yeah.
inevitably negative?
You can't. I mean, I can't answer that because there's obviously good things and bad things. It's a thing that's going to be here, and we're gonna have to figure it out. You're gonna have to do your best. I mean,
So you think it should exist?
it's going to exist. Period. I think it can be a good thing. I think it could be a great thing. I think there's a way that you can meet people that you would never have met before. Obviously, there are bad things to it, but I'd rather live in a world with it than without it.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like everything else in life, it's like there's a positive and a negative side to it. But I think the needle points more towards positive for me, at least. Just like being able to connect with other people. Like think of
Kurururu.
what was the thing called?
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse. During lockdown, Clubhouse was like our only form of actually connecting with people, and it allowed us to connect so deeply with people that we never would have otherwise. So I think for me, the positives outweigh the negatives, but yeah it's very, very close. I think being able to mitigate the impacts of the negative things would all depend on the person and like their network and their community that they're with.
Yeah, I totally agree with that 100%. Shout out to Kurururu.
Hey,
If you guys are wondering, that was just a group that was formed on Clubhouse, and we've traveled to the UK as a group to meet with some members that are there. Some actually
We're worldwide,
came here
baby. Worldwide.
to
Chicago.
attend your wedding. We did like a group trip, so that would not have existed if we didn't have social. And so I agree with everything that you both said. I think I choose to focus on the positive. Like anything in life, there's always can be a negative impact from that. As long as you just have, good head on your shoulder and you're able to know your limitation and extract yourself when it's appropriate, and you're not easily influenced or influenced for a very long time. And I think you'll be fine. And I think, the future is just going to be great with VR as being, the next phase of things, and,
Social VR.
what's going to be happening with that. But I'm grateful for social, and I would live in a world with it than without it.
Yeah, I agree. I think overall it's more positive than negative. I think that it has given many people, opportunities to, become financially stable, and make their businesses better. Like, it also has allowed, like, me personally to stay in contact with a bunch of people that I would not be in contact with if it wasn't for social media, just based off of like sheer distance or just like pure distance. Like they would be too far away for me to just like keep a relationship with them, but through social media I'm able to do that. So overall I think the positives of it outweigh the negatives. But I think, like you said, it's like there's a balance to it though. You can't just be like too into social media. It can't just consume your whole life.
Yeah.
There has to be a good balance of it. But as long as you're able to manage that, then yeah, I think it's overall
100%.
definitely much more positive than negative.
All right, so that's very wonderful. The reason I asked that is because we were hating on social media the whole time, so I wanted to see if there's some positives about it, and I'm glad to see that you guys don't hate social media too much.
What
No,
do you
we-
think? As probably you're probably the
don't.
least consumer of
Nah,
social media in this group.
I think social media is essential to people's lives at the moment, and yeah, we need it.
Yeah.
We need it as much as it could hurt people. It's how everything is used. That's why I'm looking forward to Oppenheimer. I hope it's not just about nuclear weapons that are bad for people. Nuclear energy is good for people. So,
Yeah.
social media is how it's
Yeah.
used. All right.
We
So
wouldn't be here without social. So the reason why we're here and this, setting and recording this conversation and posting it and sharing it, that's because of social media. So of course we love it.
that's
So.
wonderful. All right. So we have a little closing statement today, and it's going to help the viewers know more about you guys.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's called Rapid Fire Favorites. So your host for the day, which is Mo, is going to come up with a random question like, what is your favorite something? And then you guys would have to quickly answer in order. And he would come up with a couple of those. And then, we can have the viewers also vote in the comments of what is their favorite, whatever Mo comes up with.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So it's, let's run it.
All
Rapid
right.
fire favorites.
Instead of what, I'm going to say, who is your favorite artist, male or female?
My favorite artist. Ooh, boy.
It's called Rapid Fire.
Called Rapid. Let's go.
I mean, Billy Joel came to my head.
Okay. Favorite song?
Favorite song
Yeah.
right now? I'm really liking what is it? Sprinter by the UK what's the
Central
name?
C and Dave.
There you
Okay.
go. There you
Favorite
go.
album?
Favorite album? Oh god, that's hard. Of all time?
That's easy. I feel like I can answer that.
Nah,
for
I
you.
can't. I don't know. I mean,
Come on. It's called Rapid.
Rapid Fire.
2014 Forest Hills Drive.
Okay. Awesome. And my favorite artist is Beyonce. So big fan. She's actually in town this weekend. But too bad I'm here stuck with you guys instead.
Oh boy.
So that is it. This is
Way to go out on a
the
bang.
end of our episode tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're notified whenever we post video. And we are on pretty much all platform, Instagram and TikTok. So all the links will be on the bio, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Peace.